I didn't notice the car at first. It was late. The kind of late where the street lights flicker like they're struggling to stay awake. My bus had dropped me off at the usual stop. It was an empty road, cracked pavement, houses that always seemed too quiet. I adjusted my bag and started walking home. That's when I heard it. An engine, slow, dragging. At first, I didn't think anything of it. Cars passed here sometimes, but this one didn't pass. It stayed behind me, matching my pace. I kept walking. Don't turn around, I told myself. You're just tired. You're imagining things. The sound got softer. Not because it left, but because it got closer. My fingers tightened around my bag. I crossed the street pretending I had somewhere urgent to be. But the car crossed too. That's when I turned. It was a dark sedan. Old. The kind that didn't shine under street lights. The windows were tinted, but I could still see someone inside, watching me. I looked away immediately and picked up my pace. My house was just 2 streets ahead. If I kept walking, I would be fine. The car rolled forward again, closer, then it stopped. I couldn't help it. I looked back again. The driver's door creaked open, and for a second, nothing happened. Then the leg stepped out, slow and carefully. A man climbed out of the car, tall, his face buried in shadow. He didn't rush, he didn't call out. He just stood there looking at me. My chest tightened, then he smiled, like he already knew something I didn't. And then he started walking towards me. Not running, just walking. That was enough for me. I turned and ran. Behind me I could hear his footsteps, faster now. Still not running, but closer. I didn't look back. I couldn't. I turned the corner, almost slipping on the uneven pavement. My house was right there at the end of the street. I knew I could make it. I had to. The footsteps were right behind me now. I could hear him breathing. Calm. So calm. I reached my gate and shoved it open, nearly falling as I rushed inside. I slammed it shut and sprinted to my front door. My hands shaking so badly I dropped my keys. I was able to lock the door in time. I threw myself inside and slammed the door, twisting the lock over and over, even though it was already secured. I leaned against the door, trying to steady myself. After a few seconds, I forced myself to move toward the window. I pulled the curtain back just a little. The street was empty. No car, no man, nothing. I almost didn't cancel the ride. That's the part that keeps replaying in my head. It was late, past midnight, and I'd been waiting too long already. My phone battery was at 9%, the street was empty, and every instinct in me just wanted to get home. Then the ride finally matched. The car was 2 minutes away. I remember staring at the details on my screen. Silver Toyota, plate number matched, driver name Daniel, rating 4.9. Everything seemed normal. The kind of profile you don't question. When the car pulled up, I felt relief before anything else. The headlights cut through the dark, and I quickly checked the plate. It matched. I opened the back door and slid in. "Good evening," I said, a little out of breath. The driver didn't respond. Not immediately. Then after a second too long, he said, "Evening." His voice was low, flat. I told myself not to overthink it. Some people just weren't talkative. He started driving. At first, everything felt normal. The app showed the route. The turns made sense. I leaned back slightly, trying to relax. Then I noticed something. He hadn't started the trip. I glanced at my phone. The app still said, "Waiting for driver to begin ride." A small knot formed in my stomach. "You haven't started the trip," I said. He didn't answer. Didn't even look at me. The car kept moving. My grip tightened around my phone. "Can you start it, please?" Then he tapped something on his phone. The trip started. I exhaled slowly, trying to calm myself down, but something still felt off. I looked up at the rearview mirror. He was already looking at me, not just glancing, staring. Our eyes met for a split second before he looked back at the road. My chest tightened. I looked away, pretending I hadn't noticed. A few minutes passed, then I realized we weren't on the route anymore. The map on my phone was rerouting. Turn right ahead, the app voice said. It didn't. He kept driving ahead. My heart started to pound. Sorry, I said carefully, trying to keep my voice steady. You missed the turn. No response. The street we were on was darker, quieter, no shops, no people. Just long stretches of empty road. Excuse me, you missed the turn, I repeated. This time, he smiled. I saw it in the mirror. I know, and that was all I needed to know. And suddenly, the hair in the car felt too tight to breathe. I forced a laugh. The app says we should turn back. He shook his head slightly. The app doesn't matter. My fingers went cold. I tried the door handle, locked. Every door, locked. My pulse exploded in my ears. Can you unlock the door? I asked, my voice cracking despite my effort to stay calm. He didn't respond. The car slowed slightly as we approached a dimly lit stretch of road lined with trees. No houses, no lights, nothing. Then he spoke again. You shouldn't have gotten in. My stomach dropped. I didn't think anymore. I acted. My thumb slammed onto the emergency call button on my phone. The loud dialing tone filled the car. He reacted instantly. He snapped at me to end the call. His calm voice gone. But I didn't. I hit the window instead. Hard, over and over, screaming for help. The car jerked suddenly as he swerved. He kept shouting at me to stop, and I kept screaming. Then I saw a headlight. Another car approaching from the opposite direction. He hesitated just for a second, and that second saved me. The locks clicked open. I didn't wait. I threw the door open while the car was still moving and rolled out onto the road. The impact knocking the air out of my lungs. I heard tires screeching, not from the approaching car, from him driving away fast. I lay there for a few seconds, gasping, the world spinning around me. Then someone was beside me. I could hear voices, hands helping me up. All I kept hearing was, "You're okay, you're okay." But I wasn't listening. I was staring down the road where his car had disappeared, because my phone was still in my hand, and the ride was still ongoing. The map updated one last time, not heading to my home, not anywhere near it. Just a single location pinned in the middle of nowhere. And then, the trip ended.